everyone, today I would like to tell you a short conversation between the woman and the man. The woman told the man the bus was going to pick them up at around 5 o'clock after the guided tour. The man asked the woman where they were going after that, and they were supposed to go look at some wildlife along the river. The woman replied they would be back at the hotel by 6 to rest for dinner, and after they would meet the group for dinner. The man was so surprised, and he said he had forgot about dinner, and he wondered if what the dinner was menu, and he said he was hungry already. Number 2, the man number 1 asked the man number 2 if he had seen Jeff. The man number 2 replied he just had gone into the showroom with the site manager and wife. The man number 1 replied there were a client waiting for Jeff in the lobby, and he said he thought that client wanted to scout Jeff, and he commented, "What a nice thing for Jeff." The man number 2 replied he saw, and he said it will go to take a long time though, and he suggested letting that client know. Number 3, the man asked the woman if he realized how late it was, and he suggested she needed to be there by 9 o'clock sharp every day. The woman was sorry about the fact that, and she said her bus had been delayed again that morning. The man agreed with him, and he commented that happened sometime, and he suggested staying for an earlier bus because some buses took the tour that day. The woman agreed with him, and she said she should do it. Number 4, the woman asked the man if he had a good vacation. The man replied it was great, and he said they had gone to beach every day, and he commented the ocean was little cold for swimming though. The woman commented it must have been nice to get away from that rain for a while, and she said they had had so much rain, and while he had been gone that they all thought they would be drowned. The man was sorry about that, and he said it would have been so much nicer if he had come with them. Number 5, the woman complained she was afraid, and she wouldn't be able to go to the seminar, and she said she had a train to catch that afternoon. The man asked the woman what time she needed to be at the station, and he asked the woman if she didn't know that seminar was really important, and they had waited for that. The woman was sorry about, and she commented there was nothing and she could do about it. She said it was a 2 o'clock train, and she needed to get there by 1:30. The man commented she was not being a good friend then. Number 6, the man asked the woman how she was feeling that day. The woman replied not so well, and she said she still had the pain under her breast. The pain had been worse the night before, and about 1 o'clock in the morning, and her husband had been just about to call 911. The man said he hoped that they could find what was causing the pain, and he suggested looking at the X-ray picture and saw what was going on first. The woman agreed with him, and she asked where she went to check the X-ray, and she said she hoped that taking X-ray wouldn't be so bad that time. Number 7. The man said he saw the display represent electronic invention, and he had heard that they was pretty awesome. The woman replied, that were in exhibition number 4, and it were about 1 kilometer from there, and more than 10 minutes. The man commented that were right, and he said then he could walk and save his bus fare for later, and the bus fare had double again, and he said, what a pain in the butt. The woman agreed with him, and she said she took the bus every day, and she ended up spending a lot of money on it. So sometimes she took the subway, and she commented it was better and cheaper. Number 8. The man asked the woman if anyone could while he had been out. The woman replied, Dr. Morio's office had the code to confirm his appointment with them the day after in the afternoon, and she asked him what he was seeing the doctor for. The man replied he would like to say, but it was kind of personal, and he was sorry, Kate. The woman replied, that were okay. Mr. Smith, she said she hoped that it hadn't been rude of her to act in the first place, and she advised he had a meeting with a tourist, and she would send him in when he arrived. Number 9. The man told the woman he thought Mr. Kim's presentation that morning had been really well prepared and well organized. The woman replied it had been quite informative, but he could have made it shorter to give up some time to ask questions. That's why he could also get some feedback from them too. She asked if he thought so. The man agreed with him, but he thought he had planned it that why the cover or the detail within the time allowed. He hadn't had any question, and he had answered them all for him. The woman commented that's not for her. She had some doubt and concern about the why he had wanted to proceed with the project. And the number 10, the woman number 1 greeted Jenny, and she said it was great to see her again. She asked her how her trip went and everything had been. The woman number 2 replied it had been a good trip and a very nice flight. The trip had been awesome. The sun, the ocean, the people, and everything. Even the flight had been really good too, and she said she especially had loved the food that they had in the plane. It had a taste just like her favorite restaurant's made it. The woman number one commented that were right to hear, and then they would have to fight the cold. She taught the course on level C, and she acted how her felt to be back in Boston. The woman number two replied. She knew how she felt, and she had pride that the flight would be delayed, so she could stay longer in Florida.